Hello, I am Susanna Rich, and I want to thank Diane Lockwood and Ethan Galvin for this amazing poetry series, especially for our time's peaceful poetry. Today I'm going to read some poems that address what we're going through these days. One of the things that I learned from a meme on Facebook is that the one thing that most precipitously has fallen away is the wearing of bras. So this is called Lift and Separate. Cole's intimate section is a Marguerite nightmare. Bras like white or black or fuchsia, eyeballs with pupils or irises, hanging hungry, spooning each other along squealing knee, belly, and mouth level bars. It's all tits and straps, this 43 minutes in the not fitting room. Wrinkled cups, rising back, side spillage, back fat, boob sweat, headlights, strangulation, underwire, push up, no sag, cage. The find your bra size algorithms all put me at 32C or D. So say Victoria's Secret angels with their measuring tapes, the flattery of a larger cup size, and the constant returns I have to make. But now I'm cubicled with 37 dangling bras whose straps I can't maneuver back onto those little hangers, a salad of jockey sports bras at my feet, a white t-shirt that's wet from all this testing. What do I want with training bras? Bra burning, making of my breasts, melons on a tray, full functal, butt crack, twin moons rising, cleavage, tucking, itching red marks. What do I want with maiden forms, latex, fantasies, Warners? When you, my hubby, are in the holding tank couch, outside this, pay no attention to the woman behind the curtains, and you're stroking soft, cushiony pillows, waiting for me. Hair. Most of us are going back to our hippie ways, letting it all hang out, letting the skunk stripes come in. So I thought that I would read for us some more humor about hair. And this is from the point of view of hair, and it's celebrating itself. Hair. I am hair. I am Mama Louisa's salon. See the woman I gather, the fingers I brush, the knees that embrace children's still. I am the curtain around the beds of pain, the veil that softens light, embraces shame, makes a nest for loneliness. I brush the desk and mix with ink. I paint memories in air. I straighten, I lie flat, I wait. I and the single strand turning into itself. I and the thousands of curls, like hands in other hands entwined. I dry sweat, I dry tears. I grow without bidding. I am cut, but cannot die. I am a many-finned fish, plumbing oceans. I am the great equator. I circle, I encompass, I surround. I am limbs, I am roots, I am trees. I am a volcano. I am an infinite Nile and oceans yet to come. I am the lioness, I am the lion. I harvest, I spin, I wheel, wrap, weave. I am mud, I am cloth. No lie can flatten me or comb separate or curler's cage. I am a wide skirt, I am locks. I am a red door, I am a swirling fountain. I am a drum, I am joy. I am reach, I am grief. I am the planets and galaxies and suns swirling. I am glory, I am a crown. The next poem is Singing in an Empty Church, April 2020. Single electric candlelights on clear lancet windowsills. There's no wash of headlights from departing 4x4s in this church. No pastor, no pianist, no faithful since the pandemic. Before dawn, I leave my Prius by the blocked trailhead and poke in the door code I use to set meetings. And then I walk in and open the Baldwin grand piano, press the B flat key to tune up for Christine D's Phantom of the Opera song. I, who accompanied my divorced mother to Sunday Mass, her lace and ribboned ornament. I praised for how still I kept while she soloed. I, Glee Club Nun's choice alto, because I stayed on pitch backing the sopranos in their soaring. I, who made harmony a family harm, hurtled hurts, promenade now down the nave, spread my arms to the pews, breathe full my belly and chest and face, to sing up into the vaulted ceiling that amplifies the pierce of my high G, the note for the word strength, up into the struts and beams that echo, wishing I could hear your voice again. What's helping me to, well, let me give you my little plaque here. Choose joy. It's not always possible to choose joy, but it's more likely than not, more possible than not. And so I try to choose joy, and nature is what gives me joy, especially during this time. Laurels on the Appalachian Trail. As if life were perpetual morning, the wild mountain laurels lure me with their impossibly many flowers. Tight pink cushions, tiny clappered bells, thronging pink white clusters bursting into full unfurling umbrellas, tempting the sun. I brought 2 cameras and take, as if only the flutter of my lens could ache forth these blossoms. Bush upon bush rises like bleachers, like alpine hillocks, growing to hills, to ridges, to peaks upon peaks. Eons of spring, tears of ancestors waking. How they bloom, regardless that only I, or no one, walks this trail. Crowds of miniature speakers, half shells drenching me, helpless in their rain. Wild mountain laurels, and their and. Creatures also bring us peace. I'd like to read this poem about my neighbor's dog. And no, it's not a barking poem. Walking Holly down a wooded lane. I've tried sneaking by the house next door, not to wake Holly from her sphinx-pawed sleep. I don't know how to be with the joy in her clinking tags. Soon after I round the corner of her drive, the tongue-lolling beast galloping behind me, ears back, tail whipping, decades now since I rescued a retriever like her, beaten in the street. I lived in an apartment, so I placed her on a farm. I still think of her and all the lovers, family, friends who were not to be for lack of time or courage or means. What have I abandoned that Holly should surprise me so? I turn and call to this golden creature. I won't walk as many hills. She might bolt into the road when we pass these woods, or her people might come home and catch us in this mutual kidnapping. Yesterday, I stole past halfway down the lane I heard her clinking. Love knows when we're trying to slip away and follows regardless and then takes the lead. After 9/11, I went down to to Ocean Grove to spend some meditative time. And I wrote this poem, realizing how much we're connected. And of course, in all times of epidemics, pandemics, tragedies, this is what we learn, that we are intimately connected. And actually, I wore my fringe today. The poem is called We're Fringed. Everything is, from our Samson heads to our fronded palms. And what is afoot if not soul splaying toes with toenail eyes? Those ramparts, teeth, our mouth picketing smooth pink gums. And words are a macrame of repetition and resolve. Something about mobility then, and flux, this fugue of what's core, what's not. Cogs, hooking cogs to whirl the whole along. We comb, strum, combine, rice, furrow, thread. Crowds of crosswalk legs brushing across our rows, the automatic car wash hula-ing our streaks off. Awnings and dawnings, fencings, flame and fork, our necessary serrations to zipper to each other by. All crenellations and stripes, the steel fur that is our cities, the trail of jets, the rotor blades, the frayed Afghan slipping from our laps. And I'd like to end with a poem from my book, Shout, Poetry for Suffrage. This is the centennial of the passing of the 19th Amendment that recognized women's right to vote. I am so happy that this segment is going to be launched on August 20th because it is the centennial of the day that Tennessee finally became the 36th necessary state to ratify the amendment. 6 days later, it was promulgated into law. Alice Paul was at the forefront of the fight for suffrage at the end. I'm going to read a poem from her point of view. I am Alice Paul, 1885 to 1977. I am a suffragist fighting to be heard, fighting for all women to be heard. And it is time for a new direction. So I throw stones into the windows of power. I have thrown 48, I have thrown thousands. For this, I am locked up in an airless prison, rank with the stench of sweat, vomit, urine, feces, women's blood. They will say it is a book of poetry, but it is a bowl I pitch at a high window and hit my mark that we might breathe the democratic air. My sister suffs, cheer my aim, but then my window is blocked up, a solid board that covers the kindly face of an old man that rues his hammer and nails. But there is another air, another light, another song. So I toss stones. I break windows open when doors will not. I break glass, that suspense of liquid sand. I throw glass, electric bulbs and goblets. I throw books. I throw the book at those who make unjust laws. I break laws that choose me, though I have not chosen them. I break whatever needs shattering to make the world as beautiful as I can. I throw and throw until I may throw my hat into the ring, cast and cast until it is ballots that we all cast. There will never be a new world order until women are a part of it. The movement is a sort of mosaic. Each of us puts in one little stone, and then we get a great mosaic. Like the sweeping floors of the New York's new 1905 Penn Station, forming a foundation for the struts, girders, and beams, lofting a vast glass ceiling above us. There will come a time when they will say of a woman who will carry a nation, she went where most women would not have gone, that she was a child of the light, that she shattered the glass ceiling. See the shards gleam among our stones. Thank you. I wish you peace, health, and always remember, poetry heals. I am Susanna Rich.